My family has known firsthand the physical and emotional devastation that cancer can bring. And it's our hope that someday no one else will need to experience the anguish of this horrible disease. That's why we're building the Huntsman Cancer Institute, where talented minds can work together to unlock cancer's causes and cures, where you can be educated about treatments and prevention, where families battling cancer can find hope. The Huntsman Cancer Institute, a reason to hope.
A lot of what you see at HCI today was present in the very beginning. I think we were so influenced by our founder, John Huntsman, who was such an inspiration. He saw an unmet need in the community. He was a cancer patient, and after that experience, he said, I'm going to make a difference in this disease. He imagined something that was really at the time sort of unimaginable. I feel like we still have this aspiration and this inspirational vision to do something incredibly meaningful for our community.
This is only the beginning of a cancer campus. Over the years, we will see other buildings and other facilities, and we will attack all kinds of diseases, and we will be successful because of our heroes. That is, those who are in research and those who give their lives to this great cause.
In the beginning, it was very, saying swashbuckler is probably too strong of a word, but things were much more informal. Almost seemed like we're, building the plane while it was flying. And it was really exciting.
People were saying, how will this go? What will happen? In fact, people kind of thought we were nuts, if you will. You are going to have a 20 exam room cancer clinic. There is no way you're going to fill that up.
Our grand opening was on September 13th, 1999. We were allowed to move in our space 2 days before, and we had an entire library to set up. So we had husbands, children, neighbors, friends, anybody we could get to help us set up a library of 3,500 items at the time. And it wasn't just our group, it was everybody here. People were planting flowers outside.
A lot of HCI scientists were there with paintbrushes, scraping stuff off the floor.
We had our top senior leaders vacuuming, dusting, getting ready for things, so it was really exciting.
Until recently, no place in this area existed where a family's genetic history could be combined with current patient information, where research was partnered to patient care, and treatment grew out of individual needs and emphasized family support and comfort.
I think one of the things that Mr. Huntsman and the Huntsman family did is really emphasize how are we going to really care for the patients? How can we make this feel as unintimidating, as unterrifying, as comfortable as possible? When you're dealing with patients with cancer, there are really two important components. One is the treatment that is available for cancer, and that's really made a lot of big strides. I think the other part of taking care of patients with cancer is really how we try to incorporate patients' lifestyle, their own wishes, their own philosophy of life, their own values, their own goals into treatment. And I don't think that's really changed. And I think that's one of the very special things here, and that patients often comment on that. Everyone seems to really have their interest at heart and really give us really good care.
The subject is sometimes frightening, but there is a place you can turn for answers about cancer. The Huntsman Cancer Institute.
What are the screening tests for prostate cancer?
My son smokes. How can I help him quit?
Call the Huntsman Cancer Information Service for answers about cancer.
So we were here before Google. People called us, so that was the primary way that people would get in touch with us. We've had over 150,000 visitors in the 25 years. No matter what anybody's role is, we've all contributed to the success of Huntsman Cancer Institute.
Because it really is pretty phenomenal when you think about it, going from yeah, this pile of dirt to over 1 million square feet in a relatively short amount of time.
It's been such a rewarding journey. I mean, from the envisioning of what Huntsman Cancer Institute could be for the community, from the great science, recruiting incredible talent here in science and in medicine, and then working together to really deliver something that was unprecedented and in service of a cause greater than ourselves, and in a way that we all had fun doing it. We are now on the precipice of the equivalent of that next empty hillside. It's not a hillside, it's our Vineyard campus in Utah County. It's lakeside this time. And I think we are embarking on that next generation of major impact for our community.
It's been thrilling to be part of it, and there are so many people who have contributed to that, both in terms of ideas and concepts of new programs to develop, as well as just the buildings.
Many people who were here from day one and became captivated by this vision to really make a difference, and never left, because we keep dreaming. There's always more vision. There's always a bigger dream. There's always more to do. There's always more to contribute. And it is just a joy to do this work.